Welcome back to my real estate podcast with David Liberator. I'm your host, and today we're diving into something that I think a lot of people skip over when they're buying a condo. And honestly, it can cost you big time if you don't do it right. We're talking about how to thoroughly vet a Sarasota condo building before you make an offer. David, thanks so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. Yeah, this is such an important topic because I see buyers all the time who fall in love with a unit and they don't really dig into what's happening with the building itself. And that's where things can go sideways.
Right. So when you say dig into the building, what are we actually talking about here? Like, where do people even start?
Great question. The first thing you want to do is get your hands on the condo association documents. We're talking about the bylaws, the financials, the meeting minutes, all of it. This stuff tells you everything about how the building is actually run. You'll see if there are any major disputes, if the reserves are healthy, what the assessments look like. It's basically the health report of the building.
Oh, wow. So it's like you're doing due diligence on the actual organization, not just the physical property. That makes total sense. And I imagine some buildings have way better financials than others, right?
Absolutely. And here's the thing. If a building's reserves are depleted, or if there's a special assessment coming down the pipeline, that's going to hit your wallet as a unit owner. You could end up paying thousands of dollars out of nowhere. So you really need to understand what's in that reserve fund and whether it's adequate for the building's age and condition. Definitely. You want to walk the building yourself. Look at the common areas. Are they well maintained? Check the roof, the parking garage, the pool if there is one. Talk to other residents if you can. They'll give you the real story about management, maintenance issues, and what it's actually like to live there. And don't skip the inspection of the unit itself, obviously, but also have your inspector look at how the building systems are functioning.
I love that you mentioned talking to actual residents because that's something people really do overlook. You can learn so much from someone who's actually living there day to day. What are some red flags that should make someone pump the brakes?
Oh man, there are several. If the board is constantly fighting, if there's high turnover in management, if residents are complaining about unresolved maintenance issues, those are all signals that something's off. Also, if the building has a history of litigation, or if there are liens on the property, and honestly, if the condo association is resistant to sharing documents with you, that's a huge red flag. They should be transparent.
No kidding. So it sounds like a lot of this comes down to doing your homework and not being afraid to ask tough questions, right?
Exactly. And here's what I always tell people. You're about to invest a huge amount of money in this place. Spending a few extra weeks vetting the building is absolutely worth it. It could save you from a nightmare down the road.
That's really solid advice. David, this has been super helpful. I think anyone looking at condos in Sarasota should really take this to heart. Thanks so much for breaking this down for us.
My pleasure. Always happy to help people make smarter real estate decisions.